Hey guys, I thought I'd make a boss guide seeing as Bloodborne is released for free tomorrow on PSN. I'll be doing a little bit of passing commentary as well. So this is the Cleric Beast. Attacking a single leg will make it very vulnerable. Will limit its range of attacks. It's a pretty easy boss. You just have to be very careful. You disable two legs, and again it limits its aggressiveness. Just keep attacking, keep spam attacking. You should be alright. This is new game +4, so I'm a little bit more higher leveled, so I can tank some attacks, but yeah. This is Father Gascoigne. No. In this, a blunderbuss shotgun would be very, very handy. Because right before the attack, if you fire at them, you can stun them and get a critical, or they call it visceral attacks in this game. Just there. But I wasn't using the blunderbuss, I was using the Evelyn, which doesn't give you as wide an area to stun people. Again, he's another boss, just keep spam attacking, but his stun only goes so far. So make sure you dodge his attacks then afterwards. Maybe to get into 2-3 hits, dodge back, 2-3 hits, dodge back. That shotgun's a nuisance, but just maybe go to the left or right of him. Definitely not back because the shotgun bullets will still get you. And he has a second form as well, but just keep attacking. Get behind him if you can, if possible. And you should be alright. This is Vicar Amelia. Now, a lot of people have trouble with her, but I don't find her too hard. I get him a few games forward, but yeah. Thunder makes everything good. If you buff your weapon with lightning, it's always a good thing. Stay behind this boss. That can't be expressed enough. Stay behind. And very close. Whenever you dodge, you have invincibility frames, so just time your dodge with her attacks. But you have to be pretty good with that. Attack the one leg. She goes down for a visceral attack, but I just kept attacking because I couldn't be arsed going around the head for critical. Now, she's getting a little bit more aggressive after you get about halfway. There was another visceral attack there, but I didn't take it. Just really damaging those legs. And I'm playing very cautiously here. Maybe uber aggressive. Yeah, should dodge that. Watch out for this. She has one combo like that, but if you're behind, you should be okay. Now, when she's low of health, she's going to try to heal herself as well, using miracles. So get in there before she can heal herself too much, and you should be able to stop it. Or prevent it. Darkbeast Beast. Now, this one has an affiliation with poison, so that can be very, very hard to get past later on in the battle. But at the start, you just have to memorize the moveset. So when you're far enough distance, she'll come at you with the claw. Just dodge left. Always dodge left when you're that distance away. Like most bosses, behind is always good. But luckily this boss has a a wind up before attacks, so you can always see when to dodge behind. When I say behind, I don't mean sideways, I mean literally dodge towards, so you get to the right of her, like that. Getting your few attacks. Maybe a few less attacks if you have less stamina than I do, but yeah, same principle applies. Now, she's upped her poison game, so she's going to be a bit more toxic. Even just being around her will be toxic, so make sure you have your antidotes on hand. If you don't have any antidotes, there should be one behind the, or there should be a few behind the statue up the top of this area. And make sure to use those antidotes for the poison. It's important not to dodge back. If you're behind her, you don't have to, but always dodge behind her. Dodge towards her. There's no two ways about it. This is going to be quite a difficult fight. It's important to take out at least one at the start, is all I'll say, so focus on the one. Long range weapons, like this long axe now, I find is much more useful for this. Because they have a tendency to dodge back a lot, or dodge to the side, so really cover all bases there. I'd say take out the guy with the fireballs because he can get you at all times. So if you eliminate him, the other two aren't so hard. Another good thing about the long axe as well is you can target two at once, because it's such a broad range weapon. So that's pretty swell. And it's charge up attack. So if you hold R2, you can do this, which gives you a little room, a little bit more time to heal and get your bearings, and damages them insanely as well. So alright, going back to focus on this guy. We're using the small weapon because he's close to the walls, and after you kill the one, the other two will transform. Now the downside of that is to do more damage, and they can stretch their arms for the attack, so they have a lot wider range. The guy without the fire blade does it much more frequently, the stretching of the limbs, so watch out for him. And they do insane amount of damage, like look at that, that's crazy damage. It's 2/3 of my life bar. Use the environment, use that tombstone so they can get caught behind it. One guy's caught behind it now, you can focus on this guy. Now the other guy's caught behind it, so you can focus on this guy. Use the mini weapon when you can, the saw blade. And don't be greedy, make sure your health is high at all times. Alright, this guy's cornered now, so I can slap him in for a few hits. And he can't move anywhere. That was just pure luck. And I'm pretty confident with this guy that I can take him down because I won't be attacked from the back. They're pretty easy by themselves, but as a team they're a bunch of dicks. So yeah, that's it. Easy peasy. Rom is probably one of the more easier fights if you're patient and take your time. He's not hard as much as the spiders around him. No, you want to take them all out first, and it's probably better not to lock on because you limit your camera angle. and any one of them can jump on you at any time, so yeah, it's important to get behind them, because maybe 1 or 2 hits take them out. Because if you hit straight for the face, it takes 2 hits for their attempt to be vulnerable, so it's probably a 3 TTK. And right now you want to get as many hits as possible, because this is the only time he'll be docile, and you'll on average probably take down about half his health, which is good. Normally I take down a bit more, but this is NG plus 4, so now this is when he starts being aggressive. So if he leans up like that, he's going to shoot down ice blocks at you, and you're going to want to run to evade them. Not dodge. Dodge rolling works 50-50. You want to run every time, so you can get away from them effectively. When you get close and he turns on his back, he'll shoot those rocks up, but you're a lot safer because it's easy to see and easier to dodge as long as you're outside the range around him, his radius. So when he's at this stage, he maybe has 3 moves. So he has the shooting rocks down from this sky, like he's gonna do there now. He has the shooting rocks out of the water, which only happens if you're very close. It's easy enough to evade. That's when he turns his back. He'll do that, and if you get too close, he'll probably flop around like a fish, and that can do insane amounts of damage. There's the out of the water ice. As I said, fairly easy as long as you can get around those attacks. So I'm gonna go for the kill now. Get those hits in. He's trying to disappear again. That's the same thing here. Just taking my time. Dodge back because the ice is coming out of the sea. He's going to shoot from the sky, keep running so you can dodge. I have a larger health pool than average, so I can tank some attacks, but with the average person, it's better not to get hit by them. The spiders are a bunch of dicks. You have to defeat every spider, but it's probably better that you do, so you have a safe opening. I'm going for the kill now. He's flopping around like a fish. Keep away when he does that. Wait till he's finished. Oh, he does a blast as well, I forgot about that. But that's easy to predict. Shards out of the water. I can tank it. I was just lucky there. The little spider behind me. He could have killed me. He could have very easily killed me. Had I not taken him out. This is the Darkbeast Paarl. Another easy boss if you know what you're doing, so keep targeting the one leg and that will stop his AoE attack. So when he's about to go for the AoE attack, you can prevent it like that and get a few hits. Doesn't have to be like giving arm as well. Now he's blind, so he's a bit more aggressive, but he'll try to stay with me. Charge up again, you have time to get in there. The head's a weaker point, but the limbs are the best to take care of. He's down again. He's de-electrified. Go for the one limb. That's what I love about Bloodborne compared to Dark Souls. It's a lot more varied. The bosses have a multitude of ways to take him down. Be careful now, because when he's scared like that, he'll accidentally take you down as well. Go for the flip. Oh, I'm playing bad. So do the AoE attack, you get the limb down, he stops it from doing it. And that's it. So this is the One Reborn boss, but I said include the easiest way to get to him, so if you die a few times, you won't be raging that you have to go the distance. So you want to jump out of the elevator here, kill this fucker, and you can't get me, you little bastard. Take the teleporter, that will teleport you down to roughly the same area. Wrong way, fuck that werewolf, go across the bridge and you'll come across the Bell Lady, kill her for no reason. Take the ladder down, so you can avoid drop damage, and you're here. It's a good maybe 30 seconds. Now there's witches on the second level that will be shooting fireballs at you, which aren't bad. You can do without killing them, but if you want to play it safe, it's probably better to get them out of the way, because they can be quite annoying. So there's 6 in total, that's 1. This guy's easy as well. You just go for the attacks. He has minor attacks that hurt you with his legs on the side. But they won't do too much damage. It's just when he turns to his second phase and he starts shooting blood and bones and shit out of portals above you is when it becomes quite hard. That can do massive damage, but you just need to know when to dodge and when to go in. So we're nearly done here now. Alright, so he's on his second stage already, so I think that's what killing the witches does. It triggers him as well. So, you can take minor damage. It's probably the best place to check is from there, because you can take minor damage and still gain your macro damage. He's down now for a critical attack, but I didn't capitalize on that. Now he's spitting down that skeletal debris, but not to ludicrous extents. Just remember to dodge his flailing. The best possible angle to attack from. Don't be greedy, make sure you heal. That's one thing I will say. He has an AoE attack. Do not tank it. Get out of there when that starts. possibly the worst boss in any Dark Souls, Soulsborne game is this guy. Now you have to bait him into the room to do the first half of his health, and that can be, it's not too bad. It's quite easy. It's just time consuming. The room was there on my left, but I have to chase him around again. And he might go in, he mightn't go in. He has to turn right here now, but he's not going to. Oh wait, he does. Yeah, that room right there. That's where you do the first phase of the fight. And it's easy, provided you take out these two guys, there's two skeletons here that are very dodgy little fuckers. Take them down. He only has one move in this room, Mensis, or Micolash. One move. It's the... he summons Ebrietas. So never dodge back from it. Dodge to the left and right. Never dodge back, because it goes too far. You might get it in the off chance if you're really struggling, dodge back, but left and right always. So you're going to want to take down half his life bar here, and it's honestly easy. Yeah, it's just time consuming. So that's the first phase done. So you're going to want to get to the second balcony, or second level, so you run up here.
Majestic.
There will be two midgets you'll have to take care of, because you more than likely will be nicked on the way up. So take out this one, but bait him back so the other guy doesn't shoot you with his arrows. Yeah, he nearly got me. That takes down a considerable amount of health. And second one's down as well. So when you run in here, he's going to the top of the flight. If he runs forward, does he run forward here? He runs forward. He's going to jump into a mirror. So that mirror, you can either run forward or run left. If he runs left, you're going to the same area anyway. So go in here, and the other side of that mirror is here also. So he'll always be here. Same every time. He'll always appear here. He'll run in there, so don't follow him. Just go to the top flight again. He locks his doors, you see, so you're just chasing nothing. Run to the top again. Go back in here and take a right. And you can get some drop down damage. Now, this is the hard part of the fight, because he can literally one-shot you with, if you're not careful. You have to stay really close and stop that one move that can one-shot you with. It's an AoE attack, and it's very, very difficult to dodge. But make sure you stay close enough to him so you can't use it. He loses every test, but he'll also use a bit of he'll also punch you, and he'll also kick you as well. So stay close enough to do that, but not too far away. That he can do his AoE attack, which one-shots. Spam the little fucker. No, I nearly died there if I didn't dodge to the left or right, because he used every task. But yeah, he really is one of the worst bosses.
Now I'm waking up. I'll forget everything.
The Wet Nurse. She really, really is one of the easiest bosses. I can't express how easy she is. Very predictable. You can bait that attack she's doing there. She's going a little wild one. You just have to stay behind her, and she will nick you a few times, but it won't do much damage. Teleporting does nothing. If you bait out that attack, you can take her down 9 times out of 10. Dodge to the left. Always dodge to the left, because she'll do that move there, and that will kill you one shot. So always dodge to the left. I tank those hits. But you shouldn't have a hard time, because I'm playing very aggressive. Yeah, if you dodge to the left, you can dodge that move. Like so. Her back is her weak point, like every other boss in this game. She is doing that move, but I wasn't behind her to take advantage. Dodge to left again. See, predictable. Very predictable. She's a little bit slow on the head. If if you were to use your lightning as well, it would take down considerably more health with each attack. Very easy attack to dodge towards her. She's going on a mad one again, keep attacking from behind. I found I had trouble with the range as well, so you might be able to extend your weapon and attack from further range. Always dodge to her left. That went to nick me if I was straight behind her. Now, I thought I'd be able to kill her before she did this move, which basically, there's two versions of her. There's the one that takes damage and there's the one that she summons. What you're going to want to do is not do anything in this, just keep running around and dodging both. And the time that ends, you can go in for the kill then. So just keep dodging, keep running around, keep dodging. It's not too hard. You can sometimes kill her before this, but yeah, just keep dodging. And you'll be fine. I think it's for about maybe 20 seconds. Isn't too bad. Last one. Anticipates and going for the kill. So she's waiting there. Obviously torn up that she's gonna die. A bit sad. It's important to taunt her. Yeah. Know your place, bitch. And that's it. It's the last boss. And just as a bonus for anyone that was having difficulty with the first area, I said I'd do a little guide just to get your way through it. It's a very easy area if you know what you're doing. There's a few shortcuts you can take as well, but we'll see now. There's the wolf down here that killed the doctor that was working on you, so you don't have to kill him. As long as you get out, you're fine. I think in your first playthrough, all you have is fists. So that will go against you. Take all the blood vials you can get, because they're the most important thing in this game. This will activate the ladder. You probably have to kill that guy because he'll kill you, and you're coming upon your first respawn point. The first lantern will be here. It's probably the main one of this place. You can talk to that guy inside that window if you want to. You will get a bit of a story. Anything with the red lantern outside the window, you'll get commentary off. So there's another lantern down there, and if you knock on the door, you can get a bit of story if you're interested in that. There's going to be a big mob here, so you're going to want to take them out one by one. It's not very efficient to take them all down at once, because they'll overpower you. Watch out for the rifles here as well. So you're going to want to take the left, up the stairs on the left. And you really should take out the mob, but take them out one by one, because all at once is counterintuitive. There's the fellow with the rifle here. More blood vials. The fellow with the rifle here, take him out, because... Or you know, sneak past him, it doesn't matter now. At this stage, it doesn't really matter. If you want to get the items, obviously take them out first, but... There's a wee shortcut that not everyone knows, but it will open up lots of opportunities. There's going to be dogs here that will get loose. but you can just run past them for now, and you're coming back to the same respawn point, the same lantern. You're just making a shortcut for yourself. And now you open the shortcut where the first lantern was. So you want to go back, and we're going to go for the second boss. Or the first boss, rather. So you have that respawn point, and you can just walk up here to get the first boss. Which is the Cleric Beast you seen earlier. There's werewolves to the right, but you don't have to come in contact with them. There's a whole area you don't have to go through if you take the shortcuts. And this is the first boss, so let's skip this. So, after defeating the first boss, a lantern will appear. It'll save your progress. I'm running past enemies, but it's better to kill them because you get your blood echoes. Very valuable for leveling up. So take a right, and you'll end up the first shortcut you took with the dogs, but you'll probably have to face them now because you aggroed them at the beginning. There's only two, so it's not that big a deal, but dogs in any Souls game are quite annoying, I'll be honest. Here, if you roll through the crates and stuff on the right, you can see an NPC that will open up a quest line for you. It'll give you weapons. Blade of Mercy comes to mind. It will give you the crow garb, which is good for frenzy resistance. In this area, watch out for these guys because they have insane poise. Mainly these guys, because when you attack them, you won't always stun them, and they can attack you while you're attacking them, so that can be a bit risque. Now, there's a ladder here which will open up another shortcut for you. Because it's annoying when you have to run 2 miles to get to a boss if you die, so shorten that journey. Next to the shortcut as well, there's a window you can talk to a little girl, and her part in the story is she's the daughter of the second boss, but you can get an item off her, a music box, which will aid you in the boss fight against Father Gascoigne. If you play it during the fight, he will stutter for a few seconds and you can get in a bit of damage. See here now the window on the right. As I said earlier, any window with a red lantern outside it has an NPC behind it and will give you a bit of insight into the story. A few items back here. Watch out for these crows because they're a bit erratic. Their barker is worse than their bite anyway, that's for certain. So this area you have more crows, but you have more bodies lying around. You can take the top, climb up the ladder. You both go in the same direction, but the pig is probably easier because if you hug the wall to the right or left, the pig will charge at you. He's going to charge at you anyway, but you can have more room to dodge and ignore him completely. There's going to be guys on the right as well, but you can kill them for the blood echoes. But otherwise you don't have to, you can just run straight to the boss fight. There's more guys on the right, but run straight up. And you've come to the entrance of the second boss fight. Alright, so that's it for the video, lads. I hope you enjoy your Bloodborne experience. It's certainly a very rewarding game. It's very hard, but very rewarding. And I'll see you next time. Good luck, hunters.